here at Buffalo Wild Wings. We'll be here live from 6 until 7 o'clock. And today we're joined by another pair of Erie Otters, as we have with us Jamie Drysdale and Jack Duff on the program today. And guys, hey, thanks again for joining us here. I know I'm fiddling about. I got a speaker I'm going to turn on here in just a second to kind of get everybody tuned in who's come to take in the show. Of course, you can stop by and see us. Well, as I mentioned, we'll be here till 7 o'clock at Buffalo Wild Wings on Interchange Road. So if you don't have dinner plans, this is the place to be, and come meet a couple of Erie Otters defensemen here today with Jamie Drysdale and Jack Duff. But guys, thanks for doing this. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm going to turn this up just a little bit here. Hopefully there's sound coming out of this speaker as I'm trying to run 3 different things. But that's the nature of the business. It's what you do. You do a bunch of different things and hopefully make it all work. And I'm hoping that this sound is now pumped through the speaker here at Buffalo Wild Wings. But we'll see if that gets tuned in. Anyways, guys, team coming off of, well, you're on the road for a good bit of while. You were on the road for 2 weeks as well with your own little road trip, Jamie. But returning back home Wednesday, and a Wednesday morning game, not your typical start time with an 11 o'clock game, but the annual school day game. The team comes out, you fall a bit behind, we come right back. But the whole experience, school day game, 11 a.m. start. Jamie, I know we talked before the pregame show what that whole experience was like, but now that you went through it, what was it like with all the screaming kids and almost 2,000 students in the house cheering your back in an 11 a.m. start in an afternoon game?
Yeah, it's always nice to have a loud crowd. So I think that's what we had Wednesday morning. So I think that surged a bit of energy in our game, and I think we built off it as we came back in the game and ended up winning. So like I said, it's always nice to have a loud crowd, and I think it played a role in us winning that game.
Duffer, you've been in 2 now. Does it really throw you off an 11 a.m. start that you got to roll out of bed a little bit earlier and get used to kind of that time change? And I think the coaching staff changed things a bit on you the day leading into that hockey game on the Tuesday practice, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not a morning person. It takes me a while to wake up.
I'm right there with you.
So both those games were pretty tough. But this year what we did is the past couple days before the game, we had to get up a little bit earlier, like 7, and we had to go do things like we practiced and just got ready for the game.
That takes care of it and hopefully gets your body accustomed to it, and it seemed like it worked. Maybe a little bit slow to start because you started out with too many men on the ice penalties, like kind of right off the bat in that first period. And when you look at it, you guys go down. At the time it was 4-2, and then you kind of spark a comeback and get back into the hockey game. What is it about this team that they have found ways to win when trailing after a couple periods? But it seems like when you look at last year, it was the group got down, Jack, and then you kind of maybe just took yourselves out of the game. But here it's like there is no quit in this hockey team. Yeah,
I think for sure, there's no quit in our game. We just continue to work hard, and that's I think that's a big difference from last year. And I think a lot of the players that were first-year players last year have realized that, and it's turned over into this year. And I think it's shown in a bunch of our results that we come back from leads and win games.
Jamie, have you noticed anything on the bench or anything that's said between periods when maybe the group is down in a hockey game and you're still able to come back and maybe what was talked about specifically on Wednesday that really got the team going and you really came roaring back in the second and third periods?
Yeah, I think that our team knows that we can compete with every team in the league. So I think that the mindset going into throughout the periods were just to stay positive and keep doing what we're doing. I think that our whole team, again, knows that once we work hard and play the way we're supposed to play, I think we're in every game. So I think that was the main plan, the main mindset of the game. And when we're down, we just keep going, and it worked out for us in the end.
Jack, have you noticed a difference in the locker room between last season and this season that's kind of changed with, I know, a lot of first-year guys last year, and even kind of similar. Were you able to share some of those experiences to keep first-year guys like Jamie here this year up to the task and ready to go in really any situation, whether you're winning, when you're up or whether you're down?
Well, this year for sure, I think since the year before we had so many first-year players, and like we were really tight as a group, like as a whole. So I think it's carried over in this year, and all our older players are including all the new faces this year, and I think just carries over into how we play.
So you come off the win. You got a couple days off before you go. Still on home ice. A couple of games over the weekend. You follow the Niagara Ice Dogs. A loss Sunday as well. But I mean, when you look at that game against Niagara, it's still strong. And again, the comebacks. You guys are right back into the middle of things and made it close towards the end there. But you're right there. Is it difficult to kind of stay positive in some of those times when you see, those last two games, a goaltender kind of staying on their head the way they are? Is it difficult to really get out there and execute your game plan when you know, man, this guy is on tonight, and it's really tough to get something past him?
I mean, well, it obviously helps. Every big save he makes gives the team a little boost, and I think big saves in the third period, and that's what helps boost us to eventually getting a goal, which leads to two, and then us coming back.
Yeah, I think that especially now in this league from last year is different for me, because I think in this league that the game's not over till it's over. I think that really shows throughout this league. As shown in the last, as in this weekend, I think we played well to get back into the game, and just a couple unlucky bounces, a couple tough goals against, but I think that we just got to stay positive and keep doing what we're doing, because I think we actually played it well over this weekend. We just didn't have a lot of luck coming out with the win. So
I was going to get to that too, but looking at first at Niagara, Duffer, you played in a little more than Jamie, but you've already had two games now against Niagara Ice Dogs. Is there a bit of a rivalry there? It's the closest team to the Erie Otters. It's only about 2.5 hours to get to, just getting across the border and heading into St. Catharines, but you see them that many times in a season. Can you feel a bit of little angst against each other, and kind of that a bit of a rivalry that you may not see against normal East versus West conference kind of game?
Yeah, for sure. I think things are starting to heat up, especially from last game. Towards the end, things started to get a little rougher, but yeah, I think definitely from last year till this year, things have built up pretty good.
What'd you experience in your first two, and where you also scored your first goal in that first game against the Niagara Ice Dogs, Jamie?
Yeah, I think that I can really see a rivalry going on there. We're one apiece now, so I think it's just winning series. So I think that's the main goal, is to win the series against every team that we can. So I think that's the goal, to come out with the series win over the course of the year. Jack,
your former Philip brother Ivan Ladnia lived together last year, and now he's on that Ice Dogs team. What's it like defending against a guy in Ivan Ladnia, what he's able to do on the ice?
Oh, well, yeah, he's a really good player. I mean, he's hard to push off the puck, and he's pretty strong in stick handling and skating. But I think from practicing with him, I kind of know what to expect from him, what moves he's going to pull, and just I think it's kind of an advantage to me just to see how when he's coming down on me.
Mm-hmm. And so follow the Ice Dogs. You go to the next day, Sunday, in a game that it seemed like against the London Knights, I thought for sure, and it seemed like you guys were rolling on all cylinders towards the end of the first period, even though you went down 2-0. You outshoot them heavily in the hockey game and in that second period. Did you feel like you guys deserved a better fate coming out of that game specifically against the London Knights, and the way that you guys were able to execute and perform?
Yeah, I think that we played well enough to get a win in that game. I think we set goals at the beginning of the game regarding shots, hits, what we're going to do out there, and I think that we ticked off most of them. So I think that it was just one of those games where anyone can win, and they ended up with the win. So it didn't go our way, but I thought we played well, and if we continue to play like that, good things will happen.
Guys, we're here live at Buffalo Wild Wings. Aaron Cooney is joined with Jack Duff and Jamie Drysdale here for Otters Hour, live show that we do every other Wednesday here during the season, whether we're sometimes at Ollie Brannigan's, but here the second time of the month we're at Buffalo Wild Wings. And guys, I know you got a little bit of dinner to go with it, but still looking here at the weekend. And Jamie, you mentioned it a little before, just the way the team maybe deserved a bit of a better fate on that game Sunday against the London Knights, but was there a lot that you can take away from that hockey and that you can build on going into the future? Because you guys seemingly always play some of the top teams. Last couple of weeks, some of the top teams in the league, whether it's Mississauga, Sault Ste. Marie, Ottawa, when they were in Erie, you guys are in hockey games in some of these teams that are ranked higher, above you in the standings-wise, and even in the CHL top 10. But what do you take from that game Sunday and build off of?
I think, if we put our mind to it, we can beat anyone. Mm-hmm. It just depends on how hard we work and if we have everyone working hard enough. I think when we play other teams, I think we play down to their level and just allow them to dictate the pace. We can't. That's not our game, and I think we have to come out flying, hitting, just being hard to play against, have a good forecheck, and I think if we keep doing that, good things will happen against those good teams.
Yeah, I think we've, through the teams we've beat, I think we've proven that we can play with and beat the top teams in this league. So I think that our goal is just to make it as hard as possible for teams to be successful against us. I think that's our goal going in and out of every night. So I think so far we've done a pretty good job, and we just got to continue to work and do our roles so better outcomes will come.
You guys, is there a difference in some hockey games when you know that, hey, we got the London Knights coming up or whoever it may be? If you get up for some of these bigger games when the CHL top 10 team comes rolling into town and you got to get ready for one of those guys as opposed to maybe somebody else. This probably isn't the question or the answer that the coaching staff wants to hear, but just curious, is there a bit of a difference in preparing for say, a London Knights as opposed to somebody else?
Well, I think that everybody wants to beat the teams that are so-called ranked high. Mm-hmm. So I think that you want to prepare every game the same, but at the same time, you just have that little extra energy, that little extra want to beat the team you're facing, right? So I think that every game we have that, and every game we should have that. But like you said, coming to a game like London, I've heard so much about the Erie-London rivalry, and I really got a good experience through playing that first game, and I really know what it's all about now. So I think just coming into the next time we play them, we'll be extra pumped up and ready to go.
Is that rivalry fun to play in, Jack? That's you've got you got some experience too, not just being with the team during the playoff run and that 7-game series a couple of years ago, but now a full season through it, and then starting here this year in your second full year with the Erie Otters. Are those the games that you guys enjoy, coming to the EIA and hearing the crowd get into it against the London Knights? Yeah,
those are special games for sure when you play them. But just like Jamie said, you can't treat them like any other team you're going to play. Just got to play them hard. I mean, when you look at the lineup, you got to know that they have good players and you have to respect them. But I think you just got to play them the same way you play any team, which is hard.
Well, guys, we got to take a quick commercial break here. This is Otters Hour. We're live at Buffalo Wild Wings up on Interchange Road from 6 to, we'll be here till 7 o'clock, so stop by, pick up dinner if you want. Meet Jamie Drysdale and Jack Duff, as we'll be here for the next little bit. But we got more coming up on the other side of this break. Otters Hour continues. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
The 2018 Mitsubishi Mirage and G4 sedan, your choice now, only $99.88 at $149 a month. Did you know that it only takes less than $3 in gas to get from Erie to Meadville, or vice versa in a Mitsubishi Mirage and Mitsubishi G4 sedan? Both vehicles get over 40 miles per gallon highway and come with standard features such as rear view camera, a 7-inch touchscreen, and Bluetooth, along with Mitsubishi's 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Yes, that's right. You can choose either vehicle for only $99.88 at $149 a month. Come see the exciting lineup, including the all-new Eclipse Cross, only at Interstate Mitsubishi, 1/2 mile south of the Mill Creek Mall on Route 99.
Discount on both vehicles includes $500 dealer APR cash, which requires financing through dealer indirect lending service. Payments are free to 84 months at 4.9% with TRS approval. Price is prior to tax, title, and license. Discount may not be combined with any other offers.
Open enrollment for individual health insurance ends December 15th. This year, you may have more choices, and if you're battling addiction, make sure you buy a plan that guarantees coverage for substance use disorder, mental health, prescriptions, and pre-existing conditions. If you want to learn more about health insurance, need help signing up, or have questions about financial assistance, visit insurance.pa.gov.
Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars. Looking for addiction resources? Call 1-800-662-HELP to reach PA Get Help Now.
The Sheraton and Courtyard Erie Bayfront Hotels are proud sponsors of the Erie Otters. Join them for their pregame and postgame celebration at the award-winning Bayfront Grill or the brand-new Shoreline Grill, located just minutes away from all the action. Let them help you fuel up for the high-energy game with their extensive menus and craft brew selections. You ought to be dining with the best. The Sheraton Erie Bayfront Grill and Courtyard by Marriott.
This holiday season, my good friend gave to me. Selling Powerball tickets, 6 match 6 chances. 5 cash points, 4 cash for lives, 3 pick 3s, 2 mega millions.
Pennsylvania lottery tickets make great gifts, like the new Cash Kringle, with top prizes of $100,000. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
And best wishes from the lottery.
We're talking to Superstore Joe from Auto and Off-Road Express. Joe, let's talk about Black Friday and Saturday.
It's our biggest two-day sales event of the year. We're talking 15 manufacturers, 20 million in inventory, all on sale.
Ah, that's what I like to hear.
You choose a Yamaha Wolverine EPS or a new Can-Am Commander side-by-side, only $99.99.
Tough choice.
I got new Suzuki King Quad 750s, only $59.99.
Nice.
And 4x4 Articat Altera 500s, only $39.99.
How about youth ATVs?
Yes, Suzuki 90s for only $22.99 and Kawasaki 50s for only $16.99. Plus, brand casuals and gear up to 70% off, plows half off, helmets up to 70% off, as low as $69.
Now that's what I call Black Friday and Saturday sale.
Just 2 miles south of I-90 on Peachtree, or just 5 miles south of I-90 on Route 8. Get out and play.
As a CEO, I want the best from our employees. In return, they want the best from their company, especially when it comes to their health benefits. That's why we choose UPMC Health Plan. It gives our employees in-network access to the best doctors and hospitals, including the world-class care of UPMC. And the best part? It's affordable for all of us.
For the quality, affordable coverage your company deserves, here's the plan, UPMC Health Plan.
Every time you enter the doors at New Motors, you're guaranteed to find the most experienced team in town. They understand the value of teamwork, provide great customer service, fight to get you the best price, and at the end of the day,
outstanding customer service is our goal.
Only at New Motors.
When you visit, remember, tell them Larry sent you.
Few things hurt as much as a family or relationship that begins to unravel, and the longer it goes, the worse it feels. No matter how bad it seems, it doesn't have to be that way. There is hope. If you or a loved one needs help, call Family Services of NWPA today. Counseling is available for families, individuals, and couples. Take the first step at fsnwpa.org. Family Services of NWPA is a proud sponsor of the Erie Otters.
You're listening to the Otters Hour on CBS Sports Radio, 96.3 and 1260.
And welcome back here into this edition of Otters Hour. I'm your host, Aaron Cooney, as at this time joined by a pair of Erie Otters, as we have with us Jack Duff and Jamie Drysdale, first-year guy. And Jamie Drysdale, the Otters' first-round pick, just this past OHL priority selection. Jack Duff, a third-round pick of the Erie Otters back just a couple of years now. As guys, as we look ahead here into the season, I know we just came back from a couple long road trips. You had your own kind of long road trip there, Jamie, but, well, happy to be home. Is it nicer to be home and back on home ice and, well, enjoying your own bed and everything like that, and a little bit of travel kind of off your backs?
Yeah, I think that after staying in a hotel for 2 weeks, it's always nice to go back home and sleep in your own bed. So I think that it was a great experience over the past 2 weeks, but I'm glad to be back and going with the boys.
Jack, same for you. I mean, we had 2 long road trips. We did the whole North Swing. We did Owen Sound for a weekend, but you had 6 of the 7 games here on home ice. Better experience having to not have to be on a bus and be in your own bed and everything like that?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, being in your own bed is so much nicer. I mean, you're at home. Everything's going well for you. And I also think playing at home, we're a lot better at home. Our record shows that. And with the road trips, I'm just happy that we got 2 farthest road trips out of the way before the snow came. Or that'd be a nightmare for sure.
That's where I'm at too. It keeps Doug a little happier on some of these other bus rides, and keeps him calm at times. And I think that's what we need, is to keep Dougie calm as much as we can. But guys, the next, as you mentioned, your home record a little bit better than the road record. When you look at it, how important is these next couple of games? Before the Christmas break, you got 5 home games. And then there's a long road trip right before that with 3 games in 4 days. But these next 5 games, to pick up some points on home ice and having that advantage of home ice advantage, how important is it here the next couple of weeks to pick up some points while at the Erie Insurance Arena and kind of finishing the first half of your home schedule?
Yeah, I think it's pretty big. I mean, at home we play a lot better, I think. So if we pick up a couple of these points and go onto the road, hopefully we can bump up in the standings and just do our best in those games and hopefully get a few points.
Yeah, I think the goal is to win every game at the end of the day, but playing at home is just a different atmosphere, a different vibe than playing away games. So I think that we have to take advantage of that, take advantage of the fans cheering for us, and use it as energy and motivation to get a few wins for them and continue into the break with a couple wins.
Now you're over a quarter of the way through the season now, guys. Do you find it, and maybe Jack, you can speak to this more after being through a year and playing with the team all year last year, but do you feel that this team has an identity now, and the teams around the OHL are aware of when we're coming in to play the Erie Otters or they're coming to our building, that this is a team that's very hard to play against and we better be at our best?
Yeah, I think, for sure we discovered our identity, and that's just we have to work hard in and every day. And I think teams realize that we're a hard-working team, and every time they come to play us, they have to be prepared because we're not going to back down from anyone.
Yeah, I think that at the start of the year, a big goal of ours, a big thing we needed to focus on more so was finding our identity, and like Jack said, that is working hard, making it hard for teams to play against us. I think that's the big thing that our team focuses on, and I think when we do that, it gives us the best chance at winning hockey games. So I think that we got to continue to do that, going into the break, and get as many wins as we can before then.
Jamie, I got a couple for you here, and then I'll bounce over to Jack here in a second. But so you come to visit Erie at the end of last season. You're in your draft year. Obviously, a great year with the Toronto Marlboros. You come in for that visit and see Erie. What did you enjoy most, or what clicked there when you first came in, saw the building, met the team personnel and everything? It was this is the place that I want to be, and I hope it turns out that Erie is the place that selects me.
Yeah, so I came down for a little tour, saw a game, saw the dressing room. Coaches introduced me to Maxie, and so that was nice to see a former Marley. Yeah, it was a great experience. I thought that they ended up winning the game. I got to see a big man over here have a nice little tilt. Came out with the win in that one. So, yeah, it was a great experience. I got to meet a lot of people here. So I just got really good vibes from the crowd, from everything. So I knew I wanted to play here, and it is a great place to play.
What was draft day like when that was kind of fulfilled and you fell to right down to 4, right into the lap of the Erie Otters, and were eventually selected by Erie in the first round?
Yeah, a really exciting day for me. I think I'll say that for the rest of my life. Yeah, it was a big stepping stone, I'd say. Coming down here and seeing that I liked it and eventually being drafted by Erie, it was really big for me, and I think that it was the best place for me. So to end up here really excited me.
I know on draft day there were some Otters alumni that reached out to you and talked to you, and do you remember who were some of the guys that you heard from and maybe added to the excitement of that day?
Yeah, guys like Dylan Strom texted me, DeBrincat texted me, Travis Dermott called me, Darren Radish texted me, so a couple guys really cool to get texts from and calls from, so it was a really honor to get texted from them. So it made my day and made me really happy.
And as we mentioned, you touched on it briefly before about coming back from your 2 weeks away with Team Canada Black for the World Under-17 Hockey Challenge. What was that just experience like for you? And not only that, I mean, you're named captain of one of the Canada squads. It's going to be a pretty huge honor to not only represent your country, but captain your country as well in the 2-week-long tournament.
Yeah, I think that every time you get to represent your country, you have to make the best of it, make the most of it, really enjoy the experience, and I think that that's what I tried to do. Obviously not coming out with the win is disappointing, but I think that overall it was a really good experience playing with new guys all across the country and playing against guys from different countries. So I think it was a really good experience and a huge honor to be named captain of the team.
Jack, turn over to you here. Kind of a similar line of questioning, but what was your first memory of Erie? I remember the draft day and everything that was into it, but you came down that same day from Kingston to see a playoff game, I do believe, you and Alan McShane. But first memory of Erie and your name being called by the Erie Otters selected in that third round.
When I was selected, it was the best day of my life. Loved every part of it. I know my mom was in tears. And then a few minutes later, I got a text or a call from Brownie saying that he wanted me to come down for the game, the playoff game. And I don't think I've ever seen my dad drive that fast before. Because we live pretty far away, so I mean it was going to be a rush. But we got down there, pretty good time. We had dinner at it's right on the bayfront, Smuggler's Wharf, is it?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the first place I ever went. And then we went to the EIA. And all I remember is they recalled me and Alan's name, and just a big, big bright light in my face as I was walking on the ice, and all the fans around cheering, and I thought it was really cool.
And you know, that next year you had your first OHL game. Do you remember what was the biggest part you remember of that in jumping into the lineup and playing with a team that would eventually go on to win an OHL championship?
I was extremely nervous for that game. It was we didn't get the outcome we wanted. We ended up losing the game, but I think it was a big stepping stone for me, and it allowed me to see what OHL play was like and what I needed to do to be successful.
And you stuck around. They brought you back. I know you that first eligible year for the OHL. You had a season-ending injury. You get back into the lineup to kind of come join the Honors and go along that run and get on the ice with that championship team a little bit with some practice and things like that. But what was the biggest takeaway from being around that team and the journey to the Memorial Cup that kind of pushed you forward in your career into the OHL?
Was probably seeing how prepared and how hard everyone worked. Like Fogel, I remember I'd always saw him rolling out, even if it was before, after practice, sit on the roller for like 30 minutes. Even Chernak would do the same thing, and I think just the preparation was very professional, and I think it leads over into what I do now, and that's a big part of what I took out of that.
And you're, coming back from an injury like that, how difficult, because it was a knee, correct?
Yeah.
Obviously, the whole game you use your legs. So how hard was that to rehab, get back into shape, and then get into game shape, and then jump into your first OHL year, full-time last season?
It was extremely tough. The first day I got unwrapped my leg, my leg was like a toothpick. It was because I wasn't able to walk on it, so it was pretty small, and it took a lot of effort just to be able to walk and stand again and slowly get that strength back. But I found a big part was just my breath or whatever. When I was skating, I was always out of breath, and it was really hard to get back into the swing of things. But I think having them invite me back and skating with the team every day, I think that was a big part, which helped me even throughout the summer and led into last season.
I can attest to that, because cardio, you lose that quick. Like, that just goes. Because I did a half marathon a couple years ago, and then you put your feet up and just take a little bit off, and all of a sudden you can't run like 3 miles without like needing to stop for a break.
Yeah, it's
quick.
Tough. It's tough.
Now you come into this season, your second full year, Jack, and you're right in that leadership group. Kyle Maximich is captain. You and Ryan Martin were in the A's as alternate captains. Just to be in your second year in the OHL and to be on that leadership group, what does that mean to you? And what was that honor like to have the coaching staff, the hockey staff tell you, Jack, you're a leader on this team, and we're putting this on your jersey to represent us night in, night out?
Well, it's a huge honor to have them select me, but I think it puts me in a spot where I have to be my best every day and just show to everyone, even on the team, how everyone should prepare or just be like as a person. I think it's a great responsibility, but
obviously it's a long list of names and guys that have put that on there, and I'm sure that goes forward, and you got to taking care of Jamie here in his first years. You guys live together. That'll I'm sure that leadership will grow and also help him out as he moves along in his career. But guys, we got to take a quick break here as Otters Hour continues here with Jack Duff and Jamie Drysdale. I'm Aaron Cooney. We're at Buffalo Wild Wings here live until 7 o'clock. We got lots more coming up on the other side of this break. Don't go away. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Meet you at Molly's before the game, after the game, or for the game. The Modern Irish Pub is the Otters away game headquarters with live stream broadcast. Molly Brannigan's hospitality is rivaled only by her cooking. Our new menu features the finest homemade Irish fare, along with a wee bit of the unexpected. Happy hour is the perfect pregame. Score with buy one, get one appetizers and discounted drinks. And don't forget to try our Otters Signature Sandwich, the ultimate fan food. Molly Brannigan's, just north of Perry Square on State.
We're talking to Superstore Joe from Auto Express. And, Joe, we're talking some serious Black Friday and Saturday sales.
Yes, I got new and used cars with incredible pricing.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Listen to this. Cars for $199.
What?
I got car payments as low as $79 a month and up to $9,000 off certified pre-owned Kia.
Oh, man.
Or get a new 2018 Kia Forte LX for only $12,999.
That's lower than last year's Forte price.
How about leasing an award-winning all-wheel drive 7-passenger 2019 Kia Sorento for only $269 a month with 0 down?
How about it?
Or an all-wheel drive 2019 Kia Sportage for only $249 a month with 0 down.
These SUVs will be all gone.
It's Black Friday and Saturday just 5 miles south of I-90 on Rowdy, Erie. Be here.
36-month lease, 10,000 miles a year with approved credit, payments plus tax, title, and fees, KMF Financing.
What sedan lets you hit the road and not the gas station? With an average of 37 miles per gallon highway, it's a 2018 Nissan Sentra. This compact sedan has a sporty profile thanks to its sleek aerodynamic design. It also has other great standard features like Bluetooth and remote keyless entry. The 2018 Nissan Sentra. 0 down for only $199 a month. Sign and drive. What's the best-selling SUV in America? It's the Nissan Rogue. 0 down for only $279 a month for 36 months. Sign and drive. The Rogue has standard features such as zero-gravity seats, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and rear cross-traffic alert. 0 down for only $279 a month for 36 months. Sign and drive. Stop in and meet the Rogue family at Interstate Nissan, 1.5 miles south of I-90 on Peach Street.
18 Nissan Sentra, selling price $19,247, VIN JY320068. 18 Nissan Rogue, selling price $26,100, VIN JP503998. Both leases 12,000 miles per year for 36 with Tier 1 credit approval through NMAC. Lease payment is plus tax, title, license, stock fee, and $595 acquisition fee.
Whether you're a newborn or a new retiree, life can be unpredictable. That's why when it comes to protecting your health, you want a sure thing you can count on. And that's Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. For your everyday needs in those unexpected moments, for support in a crisis and motivation when you're running low, and to be there when you need us most. Whoever you are and wherever you're headed, count on Blue. Highmark, Blue Cross Blue Shield.
This holiday season, my good friend gave to me. Selling Powerball tickets, 6 match 6 chances. 5 cash marks. 4 cash for lives, 3 pick 3s, 2 Mega Millions.
Pennsylvania lottery tickets make great gifts, like the new Cash Kringle, with top prizes of $100,000. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
And best wishes from the lottery.
It's the holiday sales event at Ford. It's a big deal, and we're busy making preparations to get you the best deals of the year. Because unlike Santa's presents, ours don't just magically appear. At Ford, ours are built in real factories, where pickup trucks come with best-in-class towing and payload, where SUVs are built with available features like terrain management and driver assist technologies, and where every bolt, stitch, and line of code is tested and tested again. But you don't have to write Santa a letter to get these presents. Naughty or nice, just come see your Ford dealer during our holiday sales event for our best offers of the year. Ford, built for the holidays. Built Ford proud.
Best-in-class towing and payload when properly configured. Class is light-duty pickups under 8,500 pounds GVWR based on Ford segmentation.
Did you know that United Way of Erie County has a bold vision to reduce by 1/3 the number of families living below the self-sufficiency mark in our community? By starting with a foundation of emergency and basic needs, United Way helps empower every person to reach milestones that help on the path to success. You have a part to play in reducing poverty and improving community conditions, whether you volunteer by mentoring a young person or joining a neighborhood community watch group. Be a caring adult and find opportunities to give back at getconnectederie.org. You're listening to the Otters Hour on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Welcome back here into Otters Hour. I'm your host, Aaron Cooney, joined at this time by 2 Erie Otters defensemen, Jamie Drysdale and Jack Duff, on the show here today. As we're live from Buffalo Wild Wings till 7 o'clock. So if you don't have dinner plans, you can stop down here, come see the guys and meet them. I know you guys already took a couple pictures a little bit earlier on, signed some autographs as well. So that's it's part of the process here, being in the OHL. And also part of that is leaving home and for the first time, and you don't get to go home and sleep in your own bed, but you have billet families and everything to take care of you. But Jamie, it's kind of your first year, rookie year away. How's life, adjusting to life away from home and living here in Erie?
Yeah, life is awesome. I think I got really lucky with my billet. They're such nice people and such great environment to be at. I think I got really lucky, and Jack's not a bad guy to live with either. So yeah, I think I got really lucky. Like I said, it's a great environment to live in, and it's they make me feel at home. So I'm really happy.
What's Fairview like? Going to school? I know last year the guys were doing a lot more online school, but in with the community and learning from right there with classmates around the Erie area. How has Fairview treated you so far?
Yeah, Fairview's treated us really well. I think from start till now. Yeah, just being in the school environment with other kids our age and a bit older, a bit younger. So I think it's good for us. I think it's good to spread out from just the team, so meeting new people. So I think that Fairview's allowed us to do that. So it's been a good experience so far.
Now, you mentioned before you guys do live together and billet together. Jack, I'll ask you this one first because you're in your second year with your billets, and you can let me know that you have a second roommate with you here because you had Ivan Ladnia last year, and now with Jamie Drysdale. What's it like living with Jamie Drysdale? Is there a lot that you have to show him the way for, or make sure he gets to school, or make sure he's waking up and getting to practice and everything?
He does like his sleep for sure. I mean, he's usually up, but sometimes we have to wake him up before school. But no, everything's been really great with him. It's awesome living with him. We do a lot of things together, just from playing video games to watching movies to even playing board games with our billets. It's super fun, and I think I wouldn't want to live with anyone else right now.
Jamie, he's talked you up here. What's Jack? Is Jack been kind of the older brother for you here? What's it been like with Jack showing you the way your first year in living in Erie, Pennsylvania?
Yeah, we have a little joke. I think that me and Emmett Sproul, because he lives with Chad Yemen, so we have a little joke that me and Emmett call Jack and Chad our dads. That's a little joke going around. I think that we're a little bit less immature than them, so they have to watch out for us, look out for us a bit. But no, it's great great living with Jack. I think that he's helped me out a lot, shown me around everything, and he's a great guy to just watch and see how he takes care of himself. So I think that I'm learning a lot.
Jack, what's to be called dad? Did you ever think you'd hear that one here if you're still playing junior hockey?
Definitely not for sure. But well, I mean, there's some things that are just common sense, like going outside without a coat on. Like,
That's what you got to tell them to do.
You got to put a coat on sometimes. Like, it's all fun.
So I know you mentioned, Jack, a little bit before that you guys have some game nights with your billets, and I remember you talking about this last year as well when we had you and Ivan on the show, one of the first times around on Otters Hour. But what do you guys play, and what kind of games? What do you enjoy playing with them? Have you learned anything new, or what's the family life like living at home with the billets?
They have all of the cards, and like they know all the card games. I think Amy's a little card shark. She can do all like the tricks, like shuffling and.
Oh, really?
First time she did it, I was like, wow, like what am I getting myself into? But no, we the games we usually play are like euchre, spades. Sometimes we play Goldfish, even though it's a little bit more childish. But no, some board games that we play are we'll play. I can't remember. Is it Trains?
I don't know.
I don't think that's the right name. We played in Monopoly sometimes. And just games like that. Everything's fun.
Yeah, so far we've also played Mario Kart downstairs against our billet brother and sister. So that's always fun. They beat us pretty good, but we're working towards the win. So
which version of what console?
Oh, it's like the oldest one.
Nintendo 64. Like
yeah,
yeah. Guys, that's what,
like you can.
That's
barely
my jam. That's what I real pixel. That's what I grew up on, man. That Nintendo 64 Mario Kart. That is the game that you have to play.
Mario Kart's super fun. Yeah.
What about cooking wise? Like, what's the best meal that you get from the billets?
Ooh, I like their steak.
Yeah.
I really like their steak and potatoes and just meat and potatoes guy. It's pretty simple.
Yeah, I don't know if I could say a favorite. I think that I can honestly say that every meal they've cooked so far has been pretty lights out. So if I had to pick a favorite, I'd say the steak's up there for sure, but I'm going to change it up. They make this noodles with beef and some funky sauce that I really like. So
funky sauce.
I don't know what it's called,
noodles,
but
beef and funky sauce. Okay,
but it's really good.
I can get behind that. I know it's first year and everything, and second year for you, Jack. But what do you miss most about being at home? Being away from home. Is there something that you just can't kind of replace while being away here and during the season that you don't get when you're back home during the summer?
I really can't think of too much. I think I have life here is perfect. I mean, I have obviously my parents and my brothers. Those are probably the people I miss the most. But like, I have a new family here. I see them every day. I also have a family at the rink. All the guys, they're all my friends. So having a great time here.
Yeah.
Anything in particular you miss being at home, or being away from home?
Yeah, I think that as good as life is here, I think that it's awesome. But at the same time, you obviously miss your parents, my brother. I miss my friends back home. But I also love being here. I have no complaints here. I think that all the guys have treated me so well, and like Jack said, I think I'm becoming part of a family in my first year. So it's a great atmosphere, and it's a great time to be here. So no complaints. I love living both places.
You guys have a favorite NHL team? Is there a team that you follow along with? I'm sure the Maple Leafs are probably
sure.
the go-to. Yeah,
the Leafs are the go. Yeah, we're Leafs fans.
Just the hometown team and closest hometown team, I guess you should say.
For sure.
Well, how about
favorite team?
Was there, if you were in the NHL, if you could pick any defenseman ever, because you guys are both defensemen, who would be your partner on the blue line?
Ooh.
I know mine. I get chirped a lot for this, but
I know.
I'm going to say a guy like Dustin Byfuglien.
Why?
Because he's a big body. I think that he could protect me.
Are you going to go out and run your mouth or something?
Yeah.
Need a guy there to back you up?
Yeah, I think that's a guy that I'd like to play with, and I just think it'd be fun to watch. So that's one of the guys. On the flip side, a guy like Erik Karlsson, who I think that just like I said again, be fun to watch, be fun to play with, see how he does things. So I think that'd be another guy.
How about you, Duffer? Jamie got to go first, but so hopefully bought you a little bit of time to kind of think of somebody. But there's a lot of good. It could be of all time too. Of all time, if there's somebody even growing up that you like the most, that
growing up, I always liked Dion Phaneuf. I loved his open ice hits, just clobbering people. I love the big shot he had and scored. I mean, he's tailed off a little bit now, but I still think that it'd be awesome to be with him in his prime. But another one, probably Erik Karlsson, because he probably could just feed me the puck, and it would be pretty cool.
Any other sports teams you follow along? I know we came in here at Buffalo Wild Wings. You can have just about any game on. We got some college basketball going, and I think around 7 o'clock they'll be switching over to hockey, because I think the Penguins play tonight too. But any other sports or anything you follow along with?
I think that the closest thing that I would call to following in other sports is the Raptors. I think that I like to watch them. That's mainly when they're in the playoffs, so knock on wood that they get there, continue to get there. But that'd be another team that I'd like to watch and enjoy watching.
I probably have to say the Blue Jays. Yeah, especially when they go on their playoff runs. Like a couple of years ago, it was pretty fun to watch. And our billets are pretty big. Pittsburgh Pirates. Sorry, I almost made a mistake. Yeah, they're pretty big fans of the Pirates for sure, and usually walk downstairs when the games are on. And just watch for a few minutes and
go. What I was going to ask you, Jamie, with the Toronto Raptors and everything, would you ever think to go see the 905s? Because I know they're in town. They play the Erie Bayhawks on Tuesday next week, I think it's next week they're in town. Have you ever caught a G League game or looked into that? I don't know if you guys have the night off. It might be something to go check out.
Yeah, it might be something we have to check out. Haven't gone yet this year. I know a few guys, I'm pretty sure, have gone to a couple of games. I'm not sure if it was against the 905, but it could be something to look forward to, something to put on the bucket list to go see. So I'm curious to see what it would be like. Maybe give it a go one night.
Well, we're going to take one more break here. It's our last break on the show, and when we come back, just a couple more minutes with Jamie and Jack here as Otters Hour continues. We're live at Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm Aaron Kuhn. We got a lot more coming up right after this. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Jerry just gradually got worse and worse. Our doctor said the only thing that could save you is a live donor.
Karen's husband Jerry had end-stage liver disease and needed a transplant.
Our oldest daughter said, "Dad, I'm a match, let's do this."
UPMC is the only hospital in the region that does living donor liver transplants.
UPMC saved all of our lives. My girls still have their dad. I still have my sweetheart.
I didn't choose to have my liver fail. I did choose UPMC.
Come sip and shop this Sunday at Mount Grove. From 11 till 4, shop from small businesses and local vendors for gifts and skincare, cosmetics, jewelry, and home decor. Chinese auctions, food and drink specials too. Grab the ladies and come sip and shop at Mount Grove this Sunday from 11 till 4. We're looking forward to seeing you. Mount Grove, 5 minutes south of the casino off Route 97 on Donation Road. For a list of all Mounds events, click on the event tab on their Facebook page.
At ServPro of West Erie County, no job is too big and no question is too small. So when fire or water damage strikes your home or business, call on ServPro of West Erie County at 814-806-1987. That's where you'll find a team of specialists that's faster to any size disaster. So when the things that matter most are on the line, call ServPro of West Erie County, 814-806-1987 to help make fire and water damage like it never even happened. Franchises are independently owned and operated.
When you have a great name you can trust, you know where you can get a great used car with guaranteed credit approval. Erie Auto Credit, the home of guaranteed credit approval 100% of the time. Stop in today or go to erieautocredit.com.
Whether you're an empty nester or a new retiree, when it comes to protecting your health, you want a sure thing you can count on. And that's Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. Nationally recognized by J.D. Power for outstanding member satisfaction with Medicare Advantage plans. When you need great customer service, count on Blue. Whoever you are and wherever you're headed, when you need us most, count on Blue. Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. This award is neither endorsed nor given by Medicare. For award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
The votes have been counted, the people have spoken, and they chose Blackjack Sports Bar and Grill as the winner of the People's Choice Award at the 16th Annual Erie's Best Wings Chicken Wing Cook-Off. Blackjacks would like to thank Budweiser, Bud Light, Widget Financial, and most of all, you for your vote. Their Honey Barbecue Wing also took away a trophy for Best Barbecue. So if you missed them at the cook-off, then get to Blackjack Sports Bar and Grill inside the Quality Inn and Suites, I-90 and Route 97 today. Blackjack's also has other awesome wing flavors, like the Blackjack's Twist and the Jägermeister Barbecue Wing. They're open Monday through Thursday, 5 to 11, Friday and Saturday from 4 till 1, and Sunday from 5 until 10. Plus, every Wednesday night is Wing Night with terrific wing specials. Not in the mood for wings? Well, Blackjack's has a full menu for you with delicious selections for everyone. Blackjack Sports Bar and Grill, not just for the wing lover, but for the food lover. Find them inside the Quality Inn and Suites, Route 97 and I-90.
Northern Pennsylvania Regional College. Where are we? The answer is right here, in your hometown, in your neighborhood, in your community. We are here offering 2-year degrees in workforce development where is needed the most. With evening classes, our students can balance life and work without having to leave their community. Visit regionalcollegepa.org for our degree options and application process. Northern Pennsylvania Regional College. This could change everything.
Love where you live? Find yourself here with NPRC and enroll for spring 2019.
When you need a loan and you don't know where to get it, you gotta call Erie Auto Credit, Erie Auto Credit, and ErieAutoCredit.com.
Listen to this. Do you hear that? That's the sound of all the people clicking on your website right now. That's right, crickets. Get a website worth clicking about. Call or text Epic Web Studios at 814-746-6987 and turn silence into this.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
It's the Black Friday sale at Ace. Visit acehardware.com to get your coupon and save 50% on an item under $30 in store or online this Friday only. Whether it's finding the perfect gift or buying new holiday lights, you'll be sure to find exactly what you're looking for. So save big on Black Friday all day long with 50% off an item under $30 in store or online, only at Ace. Must present coupon to redeem. Offer valid at participating stores and acehardware.com on regular priced item. Limit 1. Exclusions apply.
You're listening to the Otters Hour on CBS Sports Radio, 96.3 and 1260.
And welcome back into Otters Hour. I'm your host, Aaron Cooney. We're live at Buffalo Wild Wings here. Last segment, just a couple minutes to go in the show. Jack Duff and Jamie Drysdale joining me here on the show as we wrap things up from Buffalo Wild Wings. And I mean, I know we get towards the end of the show, and this has been the question that's popped up since the first edition at Molly Brannigan's when everybody was there. And I'm always curious to find out and see what the answer is from everybody that makes their stop on the show. But guys, the style has gotten up, and I think a lot of this is to go, and a lot of credit goes to Wes Wolf and getting everybody and kind of stepping up everybody's style game. But best dressed player on the team, who's the best dressed? Who's got the best style on the group?
Who has the best style? I don't know. There's quite a few that I'd say are far from it. Like Kishnik, for sure.
This is going under the worst dressed.
Yeah, the worst dressed. I think this would be a lot easier.
We'll start crossing guys off, and whoever's left can end up in that better dress. So Kisher's one of them. Brendan Kishnik doesn't have the best style.
Well, one day I saw him walking in the rink, and he had his toque-on little beanie or whatever, and it's supposed to keep your head and ears warm in the winter, but he had it resting on his ears, and both his ears were poking out, and he kind of looked like an elf. I thought it was pretty strange. I don't know what he's thinking, but I guess he likes it, so.
Yeah, I think Sproul has questionable style. Going to school with him every day, he likes to wear the same pants every day of the week, so questionable style on him for sure. He's bumped it. He stepped it up the last couple of weeks, I'll give him that. Best style, I'd say Snipes. West has probably got the best style on the team. I like his style a lot. Haven't seen him wear the same suit or shirt once this year, so kudos to him for that. So I'm really impressed with that.
How about a couple other for you guys? Who's the best Instagram follow or Snapchat follow on the team? Is there a favorite there? I was told that Emmett Sproul is always on Snapchat.
Yeah, always.
That's what they said. That's what the guys said last time at the show. Marty and Gritzy.
Did they explain to how his phone broke? So the front-facing camera didn't work. So instead, he had to take it with the rear-facing, and he kept taking it, and he didn't like it, so he kept hitting X. Did it like 10 times in a row until he got the right one he liked. But I thought it was pretty funny. Yeah, he's definitely on Snapchat a lot, though.
I don't know who the best Instagram follow would be. I don't spend a lot of time on Instagram. I'm more of a Snapchat kind of guy as well. But, yeah, I don't know. Emmett likes to be on Snapchat a lot. He's not a fan when people don't answer to him, that's for sure. So I always hear it from him about that. But, yeah, that's what I have to say on the social media aspect of it.
I know another big thing in the locker room is the ping pong game. There's been some tournaments there before. Where does everybody rank there? I know that the rankings it looks like they change every so often. I don't know if Wes is the guy that's running that and putting up the power rankings, I guess you could say. But who's at the top and who's at the bottom? Or who's one of the guys that thinks at the top that maybe their game really isn't there?
I think the rankings are a little bit rigged. Wes is in charge of that for sure, but I think you're probably sitting with the best ping pong player is Jamie. He is
really
good. He is really good.
What about worst? Is there somebody
worst?
That's
I gotta say Kurt. He thinks he's at the top, but no, he just can't produce. Always getting the L or the loss.
Yeah, I think BJ and Wes are probably some of the most consistent players at the table. They're very good duos. They're a very good duo.
They've been playing together for a couple of years, so there's a chemistry that's there that maybe some of the guys in the locker room don't get to have. So it's a bit of an advantage on their end.
Yeah, Jack and I took a tough loss today in duos. Wasn't happy about that one, but we'll definitely be getting revenge on them for sure.
Yeah, we've beaten them multiple times, so we'll just let them have that one.
It's all a play here. You'll get them next time around, right? To get them back on the table. Hey, how about this one? This is one I brought up last time because I was curious. But if there was a arm wrestling competition in the locker room, who walks away at the top? Who would win?
Who has big arms? I'm trying to. I think B-Tags has some pretty decent biceps. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, he's a pretty built guy, I'd say. I think Jack would have a good shot at it just because how he's a big guy. So I think he would be up there. I think Kurt could find his way into the top. I don't know.
So we had a couple.
It's a wild card.
I think Gritzy or Marty that said you Duffer would be at the top there. Make your way through.
I think Maxie too. He's got built forearms and bigger hands. So I think there's a lot. It's not just strength wise. I think there's a little bit of twisting in the hands.
Yeah, I think a lot goes into it, more than people expect. But it's a good question. We'll have to find out someday.
There's one last one for you guys. What job would you be terrible at if you weren't doing hockey? Is there a job that you just, absolutely could not go out and perform? I know maybe the restaurant business. Could you be a cook? Could you see yourself back in the kitchen here? We're at Buffalo Wild Wings. I don't know.
I made a few dinners at home at the
okay.
But I'd straight from the book. I can't.
There's nothing wrong with following a recipe.
No. Probably being cleaning lady or cleaning guy. I don't know. It's just I'm not super clean as a person.
Okay.
But probably trying to clean someone else's house, or I always miss.
Not the guy we're calling.
Yeah, that would probably be mine too. I'm at the top of the list on the team for messiest kids, so I'm up there. So I don't like cleaning things very much. I kind of just let them be how they are. So that'd probably be the thing that I'm worst at. I think that would take the win.
Oh, guys, hey, thanks for joining me on the show here. Jack Duff, Jamie Drysdale, thanks again, and best of luck the rest of the way down.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
That's Jack Duff, Jamie Drysdale. I'm Aaron Cooney. We're out of time here from Buffalo Wild Wings. This has been Otters Hour. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
You've been listening to the Otters Hour, an inside look at your Erie Otters and the Ontario Hockey League. This is WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
574. Still to come, number 2, Kansas takes on Marquette. Number 4, Virginia battling Middle Tennessee. And number 8, Auburn takes on Arizona. Finals from earlier, number 10, Kentucky beat Winthrop 87-74. Number 25, Wisconsin over Stanford 62-46. NBA tonight, 13 games on the schedule. All eyes tonight on Cleveland.